being 99% right makes you 100% wrong. And what that means is that if there's like some sort of desired outcome you want in your life and you don't have it, and you're able to explain all the reasons why you don't have it, you could be 99% right. But then the end result is you still don't have that thing. So you're 100% wrong. You know, an example could be like, oh, like becoming a famous band takes too much time, too much effort, too much money. It's too risky to get on the road. It's too arduous to send all these emails and get all these rejections. It's too hard to get a group of people together. And what if even when we get there, people don't like it and I need the security and I can't take that risk? It's like, well, yeah, like all those reasons are good reasons. You're like 99% right. Like, that is tough. But then the end result is you don't get what you want. You don't actually get to be in a band that tours and plays shows for people and builds a huge fan base. 99% right makes you 100% wrong. And I think this is like one of the biggest traps people find themselves in. You can think about it with anything. It's like, you know, somebody might say they want a girlfriend and it's like, yeah, but like my parents are divorced and my dad never really loved my mom, and every girl I've ever dated broke up with me and it was always a disaster, and like I don't love myself enough to find that love in someone. Plus, like, I work weekends and I don't make enough money to support a girl, and I'm 20 pounds overweight, and you know, girls need a guy who can lift weights and I don't do that. Whatever. You could go on and on and on and on, and you could have a huge arsenal of reasons for why you couldn't get it, but then you still don't get it. So this phrase is a good way to, like, honestly, for yourself, disarm yourself from your bullshit and recognize that, like, if you have a desired outcome, there will be obstacles that come in the way that stop you from getting that desired outcome. There will be reasons as to why that achieving that is difficult. And you kind of have two options. You can either say that's difficult and you can kind of sit on all your reasons and feel extra right about it, or you can say, yeah, even though there is 99 reasons why this wouldn't work, I'm gonna go for it anyways. I'm gonna work to dismantle those reasons one by one. And like, I'm finding for me in the business of Sneezy right now, like, we're really focused. I'm really focused on getting the merch section of the business up to speed. My goal really is to 10x our merch sales month by month, because that would just radically change the business. And like, I'm finding myself like realizing that when I find like big problems, it's like, oh, you know, getting the business going like would require running ads is maybe like an obstacle I feel like I'm up against right now. And it's like, I've tried it before and it didn't work, and it's dangerous to risk your money like that. It's like, I could be 99% right about it. I could be over here like, oh, like making ads is cringe. Spending money on testing like that is just wasting money. Like, people aren't going to buy anyways. It's cutting into profits, and being 99% right, but I'm 100% wrong in that we would be consistently stuck at the same income level we're at right now, which is not something we can be at for 10 years and have this really work. We do need to have the number go up. So I'm willing to be wrong in all my reasons. I think that's kind of the flip thing, is like, people get so entrenched in being right about why things are the way they are or how things should be, that they stick themselves in like a hole that they can't get out of. So you could be 99% right and it makes you 100% wrong. I want to challenge you to look at your life like, where is there a gap in your life? Where is there a difference in your desired life and where it is right now? Maybe it's with your health. You know, maybe you're maybe you're addicted to snacking and sweets. I know I've dealt with this before, and it can be so easy to be like, yeah, like I really want to lose some weight, but I can't give up ice cream. I can't give up Oreos. I can't give up, eating after midnight. I couldn't imagine skipping a meal and fasting. I couldn't imagine going carnivore for a day. These are all things you could say that like kind of help you be 99% right. Like maybe it would be really, really difficult for you to give up ice cream because you eat it every day. But if your desired outcome is to be healthy and be thin, you're 100% wrong. Maybe you're struggling with pornography and jerking off, beating your meat. I was at an open mic last night talking to some people about how that's dangerous and how I'm stepping away from it. And I had a guy say I could never go a month without jerking off because I usually do it 3 times a day. And it's like he has a screwed up relationship with sex, and like maybe he's 99% right. Like maybe if he tries it, he's gonna have a really, really awful day. And he's 99% right, but then he's 100% wrong because now he's gonna live the next however many years he's alive, 30 years, 40 years, who knows, where he beats off 3 times a day and he doesn't feel good about it. Because fellas, let's be honest, it's not good to do that, even when it feels good in the moment. And you know that, and I know that, and we all know that, but we're all pretending like we can just do it and it's fine. So 99% right makes you 100% wrong. By the way, this is also how like politics is. This is kind of a sidebar, but like people entrenched in like the left-right paradigm, if you have a strong stance on that, I'm willing to bet you're 99% right and 100% wrong. If you're saying, oh, if the government just blah, 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 then blah, 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 it's like you're probably so close to the mark that you can't see how much of a miss it is. And I'd encourage you to step back and just shut up and like be willing to have that opinion be completely wrong and see what happens. Let me see if I can vulnerably share spaces where I feel like I'm 99% right and I need to let that go. Thing one I've had for a long time that is getting better is I've believed I don't know how to sing for a long time, but I really want to sing. I want to stand out front and sing and move crowds with my voice. So I could be 99% right and be like, well, like, I grew up with bad singing habits and talking habits, and my choir teacher in high school sucked, and every time I've taken voice lessons, I haven't really felt like I've developed, and I don't have time to practice singing anyways. I'm running a business. It's like, or I could be like, no, like, I could be a great singer. One of my best friends in the whole world is Brett O'Connor, the greatest singer alive, and he has given me advice on how to sing, and I could just listen to him and carve out time and accept that it might take me 2 years to get my voice to where I want to be, but I got to do the little bit of time in every day. Except that maybe I should cut back on caffeine because that's not good for your voice, and up my water intake by a bunch, even though I am addicted to caffeine and it's challenging to let that go. So if I'll recap it. If there's something you desire and you don't have it, look at all the reasons you've given yourself as to why like it's okay that you don't have it, and recognize that you're actually like shooting yourself in the foot from getting to where you want to get. And that like, unless it's like literally physically, like the laws of physics are stopping you from getting there, like you just maybe need to adjust your time frame or like what resources you need to start. Maybe you just need to get different people involved. Maybe your friend group is ruining, here's a way when I was 99% but 100%, 99% right but 100% wrong. One of the groups of musicians I used to play with, I super didn't like one of them, and the other one I just thought was okay. Sorry guys if you're watching this. We didn't click really that well, if you could be honest. And I knew that the whole time, but I let myself be 99% right and 100% wrong, where I was like, well, like, we've already played together a lot. We have a good chemistry musically. Like, they're nice enough guys. Like, we get along well enough. Like, yeah, I don't really know if they're ever going to be inspired to, like, book a tour or take something on the road. And I don't feel inspired either, but like, we'll just keep playing and we'll see what happens. And spoiler alert, fucking nothing happened. And then once I like found this other group, Sneezy, that like was touring, was inspiring, was actually making something happen, it's like I realized how 100% wrong I was and how much time I wasted being 99% right in my belief that I couldn't find other musicians. It's like I was stuck in a narrow scope. It was like, well, I've already met all of the jazz musicians and all of the jobbing musicians in Chicago. Like, these are the best guys I can get. It's like, maybe I just needed to go up to the suburbs and find other musicians, find people who didn't play jazz, find people who didn't job, find people with a different level of commitment to music. So, you can be 99% right, and it makes you 100% wrong. Ask yourself what you really want, and then recognize any justification for why you don't have it could be squashed today. Bye, love you.